show me less, you know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. I know my great auntie was a slave. I could only imagine all the sacrifice she made. I could only imagine all that she had to take. I'm amazed.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Vikings going up against the Packers.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. First play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35.
In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fresh set of down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Out of the pistol. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run it again with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On third down, Rush firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On second down, Williams shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. Able to slither by. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
To throw is Rush. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rush, that's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action with Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. In motion left moves Nelson. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. pitch was set. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Rush. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Rush. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun. Rush. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throws right side, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the gun, Rush. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Set now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it. And creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rush. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd down, Brissett. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st down, rush over the middle, complete. It's Bishop, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Here's Rush to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. On play action, Brissett. And he's got Bennett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out over there.
Brissett now. And Nelson's got it here right side. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A second down throw for Brissett. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Cook running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And fights through one man. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Williams loses the football. And so does the big boy have the juice? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And and he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery. Rush. And incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Strong right. All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, Rush. Oh, this is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 42 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
Throwing here, Rush. His throw incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over Leopard.
And from the 3 now, it's set. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. The give is to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, Ohio!
To throw is Brissett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Linval Joseph able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Now Rush. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Handoff comes to Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ohio, come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Check 3. Let's go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Come on, flex round. Ohio.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll look to set up his blockers. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
Cook following the penalty. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run.
Green 39! Green 39!
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Cook. And some space here. Cook with a first down and much more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Play clock winding down. Now Brissett. Incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go. Gun, gun. Watch it. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Set. 6 guys.
On the ground, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go. Blue, land it.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And maybe a measure him, they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Rush. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your back.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Packers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 15.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on.
Brissett sets to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will get a home date next week against the